I would like to open by saying that I find the whole idea of racing and competing to be completely futile, childish, and demeaning. However, it has been suggested, albeit mildly, that certain other locomotives are, in fact, superior to me. In light of this, I have agreed to take part in a series of tests to prove that I am, by far, the better engine. And heaven help the shoddy Flying Scotsman!
Hello there everybody, Sam Strains here, welcome back to the Railway and welcome back to a very different kind of video today. This is one that loads of people have asked for, loads of people have been asking to see races and competitions and things, so I thought just for a bit of fun I would give this a try. So as you can see, today's competition is going to be between two rival locomotives. We have the Flying Scotsman there, as you can see, and of course the Flying Scotsman's brother, or is it cousin? I'm going to say brother, Gordon. Now they're both quite competitive locomotives, I don't know whether you knew that or not. But they're both desperate to prove who is the better engine, as you've probably gathered from the introduction to this video. Anyway, there's going to be 3 competitions today, and they're all set, in fact, for the first one. I'm just going to get to the first one straight away. It's actually going to be a good old-fashioned head-to-head race. So Gordon and the Flying Scotsman are both ready to go there, but before they start I thought I would show you where they've got to go. So they've got to start by going through Toy Town Estate, and then they've got to go up Gordon's Hill, and it's only a slight hill, but it might slow them down a little bit, I don't know, it'll be something to look out for. Then they're going under the bookcase tunnel, of course, behind the computer desk, down the country straight, and then past the turntable, Gordon's turntable I suppose we'd call it as well. And then when they get back to where they are now, towards the front, I'm going to swap the points where they are, and get them onto the other track, and then they're going to go round again. So it's 2 laps, they've both got to go the exact same distance, so it should be good and fair. And I reckon they're ready to go, I don't think they can hold it in any longer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flick the power supply on, and then they'll both be given full power straight away. So let's give this a shot then, are you ready? You ready, Gordon? You ready, Flying Scotsman? No answer, they must be concentrating hard. Okay, on your marks, get set, go. They're off, and it looks as though Gordon might be falling behind already as they go through Toy Town Estate, and the Flying Scotsman is now thundering up Gordon's Hill, and Gordon is getting quite a bit behind. The Flying Scotsman's already behind the computer desk, and Gordon's just travelling now underneath the bookcase, and the Flying Scotsman has already rounded the bend down to the country straight, and he's down at the front already, so I'm going to flick these points and get him around. Gordon has only just come around the curve now to come down the country straight, so he's quite a way behind. Here he comes now, Gordon just coming around the turntable, just past the turntable, sorry, and the Flying Scotsman already has gone underneath the bookcase bridge, so he's miles away. And Gordon is just now heading up for his second lap, just about starting his second lap, and the Flying Scotsman's already back. Whoa, and he's gone past the camera, let's reverse him back. Oh man, that was an easy win for the Flying Scotsman. Okay, let's figure out where Gordon ended up. He ended up, oh, just at the start of Gordon's Hill there. Oh, what a shame. Anyway, it was a clear winner. Definitely the Flying Scotsman here won that particular race. But let's move on then to the second part of the competition, which is going to be a bit more of a strength test, and hopefully that'll be a bit more up Gordon's street. Alright, so as you may know, my version of Gordon's Hill got its name, Gordon's Hill, when Gordon pulled just a few too many coaches up there and he actually got stuck. So that gave me the idea for the second part of the challenge. It's a little bit of a strength test. So as you can see, the Flying Scotsman is here already, and you'll see in a moment that he's already coupled to 4 coaches. And the 2 competitors are going to take it in turns to go up Gordon's Hill with the coaches, and every time they go up they're going to be taking 1 more coach. So they're starting with 4 because we know they can manage 1, 2 and 3. So they'll start with 4, and then on the second round they'll have 5, and then 6, and then 7. And the first one to get stuck on Gordon's Hill is the one that loses the round. So because the Flying Scotsman won part 1, I'm going to let him go first. So I'm going to send him up at a bit of a steady speed. I'm going to set him to about half speed, and we'll see how he does, shall we? So here he goes with just 4 coaches. Okay, here he comes. Look out for wheel slip. No, didn't really see any. Okay, so for the Flying Scotsman, that is round 1 passed. Let's see how Gordon gets on. Alright, time for Gordon's turn then. Same number of coaches to start with. Let's get him started. Good luck, Gordon. Now, Gordon's definitely a little bit slower, but that means hopefully he won't do so much wheel slip. Okay, I think that's definitely a pass. I saw him slow down a tiny bit, but he made it with no problem. Okay, let's go on to the second round. Okay then, time to put on another coach. This one is quite a heavy one actually, because it's the sleeping car and it's got sort of old-fashioned wheels on it. So that's the Flying Scotsman ready for round 2. Let's get him started then and see how he gets on up Gordon's Hill. Okay, here we go. Didn't see anything slow down really, so that's another pass for the Flying Scotsman. Off you go then, Gordon. Let's see how you manage with 5 coaches. Starting to look a bit tired now, these engines. Okay, again, slight slowing down I think there, but he's passed it. So they're both into round 3. Alright, this is getting pretty serious now. We're talking 6 coaches, which is quite a formidable load for any locomotive, really. So off the Flying Scotsman goes then with 6 coaches. I saw a little bit of wheel slip when he started off. But let's see how he manages on the hill. Okay, let me know if you spot any wheel slip. Oh, I think there was a little bit of wheel slip going on there. But the Flying Scotsman has made it. So she's on to round 4, I believe it will be. Okay, good luck then, Gordon. Off you go. Now, of course, we won't really notice if Gordon's wheel slipping because he's tender driven. Ooh, definitely a bit of slowing down going on now. But that doesn't matter because he made it, so it's a pass. Okay, next round. Okay, I think this is round 4, isn't it? Oh, I think it is. I can't count. Anyway, I predict this is where we're going to start to see some problems because we're talking 4, 5, 6, 7 coaches here. That's quite a lot of coaches, especially for this old Flying Scotsman. So let's see how he gets on. Nice and steadily does it. Okay, let's see how she gets on up the hill. Okay, let's see if this is too much. Oh no. She's still managed it. My goodness. Alright, Gordon. Good luck. Okay, everybody, cheer Gordon on. He's going to try. Go on, Gordon. Don't stop. Don't stop. He didn't stop. He made it. Man. I didn't expect it to go on as long as this, but they're both on to round 5. Man, this is getting really interesting. Okay, round 5. Let's add another coach. There we go. Let's get the Flying Scotsman to couple back to the train then. And I had no idea these trying Flying Scotsmen could manage so many coaches. But let's see if she can. Here she goes. Ooh, real struggle. I don't believe it. She's done it again. There was some pretty substantial wheel slip going on there, but she made it anyway. Crikey. Alright, 8 coaches. Gordon's turn then. Let's see how he gets on. Good luck, Gordon. I don't know if you're going to be able to do this. Let me know in the poll. Do you think he'll manage it or do you think he'll fail? Let's find out. Ooh, he's slowing down. He slowed down to a bit of a crawl there. But amazingly, he's done it. 8 coaches. Right, we're going to have to break into my ex-LNER coaches then. Okay, the first Blood and Custard coach is on then, and I can't believe we've gotten this far, to be honest. It's ridiculous. Alright, Flying Scotsman goes again then. I don't even know what round this is anymore. Alright. The Flying Scotsman is still slowing down like Gordon is, but incredibly, she's managed it. That is just crazy. Okay, Gordon, well, I think you might be finished, to be honest, with 9 coaches, but do your best, and let's see what happens, shall we? Well, he's moving them, so that's a start. Oh, he is going so slow. Oh, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. He's managed it. So that means we're going to see 10 coaches. I really didn't expect that. Okay, 10 coaches. This is getting pretty crazy. Alright, off you go, Flying Scotsman. Good luck. Alright, here she comes. Oh, I thought it was over. It might still be. Is it over? Oh, that is so close. It's wheel slipping like crazy, but I think the speed is going back up again. The Flying Scotsman's cleared it. He's off. Right, it's all down to Gordon. Can he do it? Okay, Gordon, good luck. I think you're definitely going to need it. Right, let's see what happens. Okay. He's slowing down, but not much more than last time. Oh, look at that. Actually, to start with, it was looking like the Flying Scotsman had it in the bag. But actually, Gordon struggled a lot less that time, so it's still anybody's game. Alright, I reckon this will be the final round. Okay, I can't believe this, but here we go with 11 coaches. I think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the crazy thing is that Gordon has stopped on his hill before with about 8 coaches. And yet he's still going at 10 and 11. Ridiculous. That proves how competitive he must be anyway. Alright, the Flying Scotsman. I reckon this has got to be the last round. It's got to be. But who knows? Go on then, Flying Scotsman. Good luck. Alright. Here she goes, maybe for the last time. Oh, it's not looking good. Nope, she stopped. So there's the Flying Scotsman. She could do 10 coaches, but 11 was just a little bit too much. So I've got to rescue her now. I've got to take her off. I've got to get the coaches back down to the front. And if Gordon can do this, if he can pull 11 coaches up Gordon's hill, then he's won the round. Wow, this is going to be interesting. Okay, let's give it a shot. Okay, Gordon, well, no pressure, okay, but the only way you can win this whole competition is if you pull these coaches up the hill. Because if you don't, if you stop, that will mean that this round is a draw, and then even if you win the next round, it will still be a draw overall. So you've got to do it, Gordon. Let's see if you can. Right. Oops, no, forwards, Gordon. I know it's scary, but you've got to go forwards. Alright, good luck, Gordon. Let's see what happens. Alright, he's here. Let's see what happens. Oh, he's struggling. He's made it just past where the Flying Scotsman stopped. I don't think he's made it yet. Oh, he's speeding up though. Oh, that means he did it. He actually did it. Wow. So Gordon wins round 2. That means it is everything to play for the final round. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, round 3. So they're both equal. They've both won 1 round each. So whoever wins this round is the winner overall. So I've had to get a bit creative with this one because obviously we've done the 2 main tests, the speed and power. So I've decided to do a stability test on the rails, and what it's going to involve is they're going to take it in turns again and they're going to go over some points. So they've got these points to go over here just next to the turntable. If they do that, fine, they've got to do these points here on the way into the country station. If they do that, no problem, then they've got to come out of that siding again and follow the line down back to the main line. So for the first little go, I'm going to set them to half speed, and then for the second round I'm going to set them to 3/4 speed, and for the final round they're going to be going at full speed. So it's just 3 rounds. If they both do it no problem, then it's going to be a draw, and then I don't know what we'll do. But it's going to be sudden death, so whoever fails first is going to be the loser. Now, I reckon the Flying Scotsman has got to be very, very, very careful with this round, because as we saw during the first round, the race, he's a lot faster than Gordon. So at half speed, the Flying Scotsman is going to be going a lot quicker than Gordon will be. So he's got to be very, very stable. But anyway, Gordon won the last round, so that means he gets to go first right now. So here we go then, Gordon, at half speed. Which way are you going? You're going backwards, okay. Right, at half speed, over the points then. Good luck. Okay, well, it was very rattly, but Gordon has done it. Okay, let's see if the Flying Scotsman can as well. Okay, time for the Flying Scotsman then. Here we go. Okay, so that's another pass. They both did it just fine. Time to move on to the second round then, which is at 3/4 speed. Okay, round 2. Off you go, Gordon. Slightly faster this time. Oh no. Let me stop it. Oh, it looks like the tender's jumped off. Oh, that's very bad news. So, you know what that means? If the Flying Scotsman does it without a problem, then the Flying Scotsman wins. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, I think this is the end of Gordon, but let's give it a try. Okay, Flying Scotsman, take it away. Oh, that's it. The Flying Scotsman's done it. That means that he has beaten Gordon twice. That means that Gordon didn't win. Oh, let's take a look at them together. Okay, well there they are then. Gordon's looking a little bit sad because he got defeated just at the last minute there. But the Flying Scotsman won. So let's see what Gordon has got to say about that to start with.
Ah, damn. Well, naturally, the Flying Scotsman cheated. And now the world knows what a swine he can be. I consider this a success.
Alright, okay, let's get some thoughts from the Flying Scotsman then. Okay. Alright, well, I guess he's got nothing to say because he hasn't got... Oh, right, okay, yeah. I was going to say he hasn't got a face, but he has got a whistle, so I guess that's it. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. Unfortunately, Gordon got defeated today, but that doesn't mean he isn't useful, and that doesn't mean he's not a great engine, but I guess he's just not better than the Flying Scotsman. Anyway, if you want me to do this again and you've got an idea for 2 other locos you'd like to see go head-to-head, let me know, and I'll do it again sometime. But for now, that's just about it. I'll let these 2 engines have a little bit of a rest now. I think they deserved it. So let's see them off then. Let's get rid of Gordon to start with. Off you go, Gordon. Never mind. And of course, the winner of today, the Flying Scotsman. Alright, folks. Thanks for watching.